What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel again. Another Watchers of Realms video, and it's going to be showcasing Vierna, a guide on how to build her, how she's used, what she does. We're going to go the promotion, gear, skills, awaken and artifact. Unfortunately, my Vierna doesn't have the best stats. Okay, so I apologise for that. Not ideal at the moment, we need to do more gear raid farming. I'm sure you all understand. It's tough to get the perfect sets or stats on a hero currently. You know how it is. You know how it is. Let's go over our promotions first. Her first promotion unlocks Soul Extraction, which we'll cover in the skills. Her second promotion increases her attack range. Her third promotion also unlocks Skeletal Shield, which, again, we'll go over in the skills. Every promotion does increase the stats as well, so be aware of that. Number 4, basic attributes only increase. Number 5 is a huge one. Basic attack applies Mortal Kiss on the target. We can have a quick look at this one. Deals AoE magic damage equal to 25% of the caster's attack to the effect bearer and the surrounding enemies in a larger range every second. Airborne units take half the damage. It's a really, really nice talent. This really does amplify her damage tenfold. Okay, so the final one is, again, a basic stat increase. Let's go. Let's go and have a look at her skills. So her basic attack is magic attack, obviously. Deals 110% damage to one enemy. Attack speed, which is important to know. Bonuses do not affect basic attack, so you will not gain any bonus from using attack speed. Please don't use attack speed on your Vierna. However, you will see I do have quite an amount of attack speed on my Vierna. That is purely because of the substats on the rolls, just to max the damage out. But she doesn't gain any bonus from attack speed, so again, please do not build her with attack speed. Soul Extraction, her passive. The hero extracts the souls of the victims into the crystal on the staff. She can collect up to 12 souls. Each soul increases her attack by 2%, which is, it's quite a bit. So 12 souls, 2%. Jeez, oh my God, it's only 24, isn't it? 2 plus... Embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Imagine trying to calculate that. What is wrong with me? When there are at least... Just a spelling error there. When there are at least 2 enemies within the range of basic attack, consume 1 soul and plus 1 target of basic attack. So it means you're consuming a soul, another target will be getting hit by our basic attack. Soul capacity does increase. That is the maximum soul capacity. So 12 is the max, 6 is standard, and level 5 additional attack provided by each soul is plus 1%, which will make it 36%. So yeah, can count. Skeletal Shield. Apply Bone Shield to ally with the lowest health percentage in range. Killing each enemy reduces the skill's cooldown by 2 seconds to 12 seconds at least. Bone Shield duration increases. The physical damage reduction of Bone Shield also increases, and Bone Shield damage increases. Let's have a look at what Bone Shield does. Increases physical damage reduction by 15% and deals AoE magic damage equal to 10% attack to nearby enemies per second. Airborne units take half the damage. What this basically means is we're hoping that our tank is the lowest health, so that he gets Bone Shield, so that he's taking less physical damage by 15%, and we're dealing damage to the enemies around him when they swarm. So Bone Shield will be dealing damage to them on a periodic basis. Hope that makes sense. Her manual, her ultimate, Reaper's Grasp, deals 800% AoE damage to enemies in range after a short delay. Enemies with health lower than 35% are instantly killed. This effect does not apply to elites and bosses. What this means is the instant death doesn't happen to elites, and it doesn't happen to bosses. Unfortunately, that would be nice to be a bit friggin' broken, but it would be nice. That will still count the AoE damage on the ultimate. This is obviously increased at base. This is 700%. It does go up to 900% AoE damage. Execution threshold plus 10%. So this as well at base is 25%. It's now at 35% with this skill here. And then the skill cost and initial rage is changed on the final one. Her passive, Pledge of Yore. If you have Silas, his activated Bone Shield grants bonus healing for 10% of the caster's attack every second. Basically, your tank will also be getting healed by Vierna. Yes, I know. That one is very nice, isn't it? Really meaning attack is huge for Vierna. And also, on that note, where the friggin' hell is Mortal Kiss? It's up the top. Mortal Kiss on the target. AoE damage equals 25% of the caster's attack. Attack is a huge build on your Vierna. Okay, it really is. It really is a huge build on her. Let's go for the Awakens. Awaken 1, when applying Mortal Kiss, magic resistance reduction will also be applied, meaning their enemies are going to be taking extra damage. They're going to be taking extra damage by 10% when this is applied. Awaken 2, attack plus 300. Awaken 3, when Reaper's Grasp kills an enemy with Mortal Kiss. So when an enemy's been hit by a basic attack and they have Mortal Kiss floating around them, and you kill them with the ultimate, you do an extra 120% magic damage to all other enemies around it. A3 is huge for Vierna. A4, she gets a -2 cost. I mean, she's not costly as it is. I think she's a 20, which makes her down to an 18. And Awaken 5, Enhanced Bone Shield, deals double damage to enemies with Mortal Kiss. So it'll be dealing now 20% rather than 10%, which isn't huge. It's not as big as Awaken 3 and Awaken 1 in my opinion. Maybe it is. It's still very, very nice Awakened. Let's go on to her gear. Now, like I said, ignore this attack speed. Do not build her with attack speed. This is purely because of this piece here, okay? Because of the substats. The ideal stats for your Vierna are as much attack as you can get. As much attack as you can get. Crit rate needs to be 100%. I wouldn't worry too much about crit damage, but, you know, crit and attack is the way to go for Vierna. If you can get Rage Regeneration as a substat, then that's going to be helpful still. But ideally, you just want as much attack as you can get, as much... you want to get 100% crit rate. Crit damage as a substat as well will help still, but attack is the main way to go. You see here we have crit rate on a 60% piece. Again, I need to farm more gear. I don't have the amount of gear I need. Ideally, this would be an attack percent piece with crit rate substats, with crit damage, rage regeneration, and flat attack, that kind of thing. Just make a pure nuke. Again, this attack speed piece should be attack bonus. So attack bonus, crit rate, flat attack even, crit damage as well as substat is always nice. It's still going to be helpful for her AoE hit, her ultimate. And rage regeneration, flat stat, percent stat would be nice as well. But again, you know, it's tricky. It's very tricky. On a note of sets, I mean, again, we always go stats over sets. It's more important until late game when we get the stats and we need the sets as well. But like, I'm interested to see what Infernal Roar will do with Vierna. Basic attack damage plus 40%. Well, you've got to think, is that going to count for her Mortal Kiss as well? Because that is part of her basic attack, isn't it? Unsure if that does, but it's a nice little factor there to think about it. Again, Ancient Wrath is going to build up the crit damage from the AoE, but I would rather go, I think, that the basic attack damage, or even the sticks, AoE damage plus 18%. There are others in here which, you know, will also be beneficial, but it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. I mean, this as well, Fatality would be nice. Increases attack by 3% and ignores 12% of target's defense and magic resistance so that she can be dealing more damage as well. But again, it's just a boost to your stats overall. On the weapon and chest, we currently have attack plus 10%. Attack, ignore that attack speed again. That's why her attack speed is so high, just from those two pieces. Attack bonus in there. Crit rate would be nice. Friggin' rage regen would be nice as a substat as well. But, you know... the main thing is just getting the attack, flat attack percent, and crit rate. That's your main focus for your Vierna. Just so you can do as much damage as you can do. Again, you can see here attack bonus percent is here and crit damage percent. I forgot to mention crit damage in here as well. Crit damage is always helpful, but it's not quite as big for Vierna, purely because of the way her Mortal Kiss works as well. On sets for this, obviously, I mean, Warlord, you're not going to gain the use of the attack speed from it. You're just going to get the attack plus 25%. Immortal Warrior is tanky, so you're not going to get anything from that. What other piece here would be good quickly? Calamity would be very nice. Attack plus 25%. What's the piece we have on it now? It's Savage Strike, attack plus 10%. So yeah, I mean, if you need that crit rate, take Deadly Aim if you can get it. So that is the kind of gear we need. So remember, attack as much of it as you can get. Crit rate to 100%. Crit damage won't do quite as much for Vierna, but it's still useful on that AoE ultimate hit. Some rage regeneration percent would be nice as well. But again, it's just attack and crit rate that your main focus. That's your main focus. I mean, survivability as well. Don't forget, you will still need a little bit of survivability. It's always handy to have survivability on your heroes so they don't die so fast. On the artifact, we have Skull of Desecration. Damage received is increased by 20%, while AoE damage is increased by 25%. I'm not going to go into any other artifacts on Vierna, but this one is a very nice one. You know, yes, she is taking extra damage, but she's also dealing more AoE damage, and that is exactly what Vierna does. Now, I don't really know where to showcase Vierna. She does do massive AoE damage. You wouldn't see much going on in Gear Raid 1. Faction Trial, unfortunately, has been completed today. She's very good there as well. We can go into EXP Raid quickly, and you can just see how her damage is kind of working. Let's just throw Torador in a moment. I want to throw a tank, and then I'll throw in Vierna so you can see her damage. So we'll put Torador there. Oh my goodness, this is going to be slow, isn't it? What's wrong with me? Torador, don't let him through. Good, good. And then we'll put Vierna here. And you can see that, you know, even the initial basic attack layer is nice, but Mortal Kiss isn't having a chance to fly around and deal that AoE. There we go. See, it's landed on that one. You can see the Mortal Kiss flying around, which will be dealing AoE damage to all the enemies around. You can see the Mortal Kiss flying around. Look at this. Look, 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 look. And that's just one of them. Okay, good. That one's stuck. Phew. Phew. It is a slow run, obviously, because I'm trying to showcase Vierna's damage. As we can see, these enemies coming in. If we was to pop it now, just watch these all go pop. And they're dead. They're dead. And you can see the Mortal Kiss. Look at the Mortal Kiss damage there on the attack. Remember, that is attack-based. That is attack-based. So, oh, they're going to break through. So I need to put Araka at the back there a moment. Just to make sure I'm not wasting any of my experience. But yeah, Mortal Kiss is a wonderful feature that just flies around, doing AoE attack damage to every enemy around them. And remember, that does build up. That does build up as well. So that's it for your Vierna. I'm sorry I didn't give you a better showcase on her. She's very good in a lot of places. Faction Trial, she's massive as well. So I'll see all of you on the next video. Have a fantastic day, even wherever you are. Goodbye.